Okay, the spy is cool. However, we're learning programming not for being a spy, right? We have to be real. There are some things we have to deal with C programming, and most likely this is what we are going to do to deal with the numbers to do the calculation. For example, here is an example. We are showing the grades for several students with their assignment 1, test 1 there, and we can put them into a Excel file there. At the same time, we can actually copy this content to text files like what we have used in previous example. We can save this as a text file, and then we can make a program to read that file and help us to calculate the average score of each of the assignment or tests there. So this is what we are going to do. This is our daily job assigned. So let's do that. Okay, to start, let's write a program to read that text file first without doing any calculation. Here is one example. If everything goes well, you're supposed to see this result at the bottom like this. We're reading the files into the memory and print them out as a floating numbers, real numbers. Okay, so first thing you should pay more attention. We're using an array of char arrays. In that case, we have 5 arrays here, and each of them have the capacity of taking 255 chars there. So we're using this is in the two-dimensional array there. It's well easier for us to use. You will see it later. Another thing you have to pay more attention is the path. We're given a path there rather than just a file name. With the absolute path, you can put the file anywhere and use the path to read it, and not necessarily you have to put the file in the same folder as your program. So this probably will be easier. And if you're using a path, you should use one more backslash to transfer that backslash as a character instead. Otherwise, the computer will recognize this is token for special characters. So remember, you have to add that. And also, this is the line we're reading the headers from the files. It's namely here. You will see here we are using the tokens of 5%s here, and we are putting them one by one into the header, like what I have explained here. This is an array of arrays. It's two-dimensional array. That means we have 5 char arrays there. So we can use each of them by using those index ranging from 0 to 4. This will be easier because I can declare 5 of them very easily rather than use declaring them separately, which will take a lot of code there. So anyway, after fscanf, we can have the header print read into. Then we can use this printf to print out the header there. Okay, this is what's happening there. Then the code goes on. We are using a while loop to read the following rows from the file. So you can see from here. However, the one you have more attention is the EOF. It's a token which means the end of the file. The EOF means end of file. So the fscanf, when reading the data from the files, will return EOF when it reaches the end of that file. That means here. So if it's not the end of the file, this loop will go on and on. By repeating this fscanf, it will read each lines of that file. And then the content will be printed out with this printf on the screen like this.